Alright everyone, how are you doing? Let's talk about dinner. We've all been there, right? It's the end of a long day. You're absolutely starving. The last thing you want is a mountain of washing up. You want something quick. You want something tasty. You want something that doesn't leave your kitchen a disaster. First things first, let's talk tools. The brilliant thing about this recipe is you really don't need any fancy pants, expensive gear. We're keeping it super simple, using the kind of stuff most of you will already have knocking about in your kitchen cupboards. The absolute hero of this whole operation is your pan. You'll want a large, wide pan or a shallow pot, something big enough to hold all the ingredients without them being too cramped. A pan that's about 10 to 12 inches across is usually perfect. If it has a lid, that's a massive bonus, as it will help trap the steam and cook the pasta evenly. Next up, you'll need something to do a bit of chopping and stirring with. A decent knife is always a cook's best friend. It doesn't need to be a top-of-the-range Japanese blade, just something that feels comfortable in your hand and is sharp enough to get through an onion without you having a complete meltdown. Alongside your knife, you'll need a trusty chopping board. A wooden or plastic one is absolutely fine. This is where you'll prep your lovely fresh ingredients, so give it a quick wipe down before you start. You are what you eat, so let's keep things clean and tidy. For the stirring, grab a wooden spoon or a silicone spatula. I love a good wooden spoon, there's something so classic and reliable about them. You'll be giving the pasta a stir every couple of minutes to stop it from catching on the bottom of the pan and clumping together, so you want something that can get right into the corners. It's a simple job, but an important one. This little bit of love and attention is what makes the dish come together beautifully, preventing any drama while it bubbles away. And that's pretty much it. See, I told you it was simple. The only other thing you might find handy is a measuring cup or a jug. We need to get the liquid to pasta ratio just right. So being able to measure out your water or stock will really help you nail the perfect consistency first time. No stress if you don't have one. You can always use a standard mug as a rough guide. The point is, this recipe is all about being accessible. It's about using what you've got to make something truly delicious. So grab your pan, your knife, and your spoon, and let's move on to the good stuff, the ingredients. Now for the fun part, the food. We're going to use a handful of simple, beautiful ingredients to create our one-pot wonder. This recipe is designed to serve 2 hungry people, but you can easily double it if you're feeding a bigger crowd. Just make sure your pan is big enough. First, you'll need about 200 grams of your favorite long pasta. Good old spaghetti works a treat. Linguine, fettuccine. The long shape helps it cook evenly in the pan. The starch from this pasta is the secret weapon for that creamy sauce. Trust me on this one. Next, we need our flavor base. Grab 1 small onion, 2 cloves of garlic. These are the unsung heroes of so many great dishes, and they build a lovely, sweet, aromatic foundation. We'll slice the onion thinly and give the garlic a fine chop. Then, you'll need about a cup of tomatoes. Canned chopped tomatoes, fresh cherry tomatoes, halved. Both will work beautifully and break down into a gorgeous sauce. To bring it all together, you'll need a good glug of olive oil, about a tablespoon should do it. To cook the pasta, we need liquid. You'll need about 400 milliliters, which is just under 2 cups. Plain water, vegetable stock, chicken stock. It adds an extra layer of savory depth that really makes the dish sing. And of course, we need to season it. A good pinch of salt, a few grinds of black pepper. Don't be shy with the seasoning, it's what brings all the other flavors to life. It makes everything pop. Finally, for that finishing touch of freshness and flavor, you'll want a lovely handful of fresh herbs. Basil, parsley. And if you're a cheese lover like me, having some grated Parmesan or another hard cheese ready to go is a must. It adds a salty, nutty kick at the end that is just divine. That's our shopping list, folks. Simple, honest ingredients that come together to make magic. And we'll do it so fast you'll barely have time to set the table, empowering you to cook amazing food any night of the week, turning simple ingredients into something special with minimal effort. Okay team, aprons on, it's time to cook. This is where it all comes together. You'll see just how ridiculously easy it is. Place your big pan over medium heat, add 1 tablespoon of olive oil, let it warm up for a minute. You'll know it's ready when it shimmers. Tip in your thinly sliced onion. Give it a stir. Let it cook for 2 or 3 minutes. Don't brown it, just soften it and get it smelling sweet. This start builds a fantastic layer of flavor. Once the onions are soft and translucent, it's time for the garlic. Add your chopped garlic and stir for about 30 seconds. Be quick. Garlic burns fast. We just want to release its aroma. As soon as you can smell it, you're ready for the next step. Stay by your pan, and keep that spoon moving. It smells incredible, doesn't it? Right, now for the magic. Add your dry pasta to the pan, lay the pasta flat, pour over canned tomatoes, pour over fresh tomatoes, pour in 400 ml water, pour in 400 ml stock. Make sure the liquid just about covers the pasta. It might look like a strange jumble, have faith. This is where the one-pot method shows its genius. Add a generous pinch of salt, crack in a good grind of black pepper, give everything one gentle stir, submerging pasta. Turn the heat up to high to bring it to a rolling boil. Once it's bubbling away, turn the heat right down to low, pop the lid on the pan. Let it simmer gently. This is the home stretch. Stir every couple of minutes so it doesn't stick. That agitation releases starch and makes the sauce creamy. Set a timer for 9 minutes. Get ready for a taste of pure comfort. Timing is everything in the kitchen, but with this recipe, it's more of a guide than a strict rule. The packaging on your pasta will probably suggest a cooking time, maybe around 10 to 12 minutes. That's a great starting point, but because we're cooking it directly in the sauce, it can sometimes cook a little quicker. I always recommend starting to check it after about 9 minutes. The best way to know if it's done? The old-fashioned taste test. Fish out a strand of spaghetti. Have a nibble. You're looking for that perfect al dente bite. Cooked through, still with a tiny bit of firmness. Different pasta shapes will have slightly different cooking times. Slender spaghetti might be done in 9 to 10 minutes. Linguine might be done in 9 to 10 minutes. Penne might need closer to 11 or 12. Fusilli might need closer to 11 or 12. The key is to stay close. Keep an eye on it. As the pasta cooks, it will absorb the liquid. The sauce will naturally start to thicken. You'll see it transforming from a watery mixture into a beautiful glossy sauce that clings to every piece of pasta. It's a truly satisfying process to watch. The final texture is a matter of personal preference. I love it when the sauce is just thick enough to coat the back of a spoon, but not so thick that it becomes claggy. If your sauce is reducing too quickly before the pasta is cooked, don't panic. Add a little splash of hot water or stock to loosen it up again. If the pasta is cooked but the sauce is still too watery, take the lid off and let it bubble for another minute or two. The excess liquid will evaporate. It will thicken up in no time. Once your pasta is cooked to perfection and the sauce is creamy, take it off the heat. Add your finishing touches. Tear in fresh basil leaves, stir them through. Tear in fresh parsley leaves, stir them through. Residual heat will wilt them and release their fragrance. If you're using cheese, sprinkle most of it in. Save a little for the top. Give it one final stir. Melt the cheese into the sauce. And there you have it, perfect texture every time. Once you've mastered the basic recipe, which you will in no time, you can start having fun and putting your own spin on it. This one-pot method is an amazing blank canvas for all sorts of delicious flavors. One of my absolute favorite variations is a creamy mushroom version. It's so simple. Just slice up a punnet of mushrooms and add them to the pan with the onions at the very beginning. Let them cook for a few minutes until they've released their water and started to turn golden brown. This step builds a massive amount of deep, earthy flavor right from the start. To make it extra luxurious, swap out half of the water or stock for a splash of single cream, or even a dollop of crème fraîche. Add it in for the last 2 minutes of cooking, just enough time to heat through and enrich the sauce without it splitting. Finish it all off with a load of freshly chopped parsley and a grating of parmesan. The combination of the earthy mushrooms, the creamy sauce, and the fresh parsley is just a classic comforting hug in a bowl. It feels incredibly indulgent, but it's still just as quick and easy as the original. You have got to try this one. Another fantastic twist is to add a bit of a spicy kick and some lovely greens. For this, add a pinch of dried chili flakes in with the garlic. Be as brave as you dare. Then, right at the very end of cooking, when the pasta is almost done, throw in a couple of big handfuls of fresh spinach. Pop the lid back on for 1 minute, and the steam will wilt the spinach perfectly. It shrinks down to almost nothing, but it adds a beautiful color, a lovely flavor, and a healthy dose of vitamins. It's a brilliant way to sneak some extra veg into your dinner. You can also play around with proteins. Have some leftover roast chicken. Shred it up and stir it in at the end to heat through. A can of tuna, drained and flaked in, also works wonders for a quick and easy protein boost. Or you could add some sliced chorizo with the onions to release all those smoky, paprika-infused oils into the sauce from the get-go. The possibilities are endless. Just think about what flavors you love and don't be afraid to experiment. That's what cooking is all about. Having fun and making food that makes you happy. Even the simplest recipes can sometimes throw you a curveball, but the beauty of this dish is that almost any little problem is super easy to fix. So, no stress. Let's run through a few common hiccups you might encounter. The most likely one is the sauce consistency. What if you take the lid off, and it looks more like pasta soup? Your sauce is way too watery. The fix is simple. Remove the lid. Turn the heat up a little bit. Let it bubble away for a few more minutes. This will help the excess liquid evaporate. Reduce the sauce down to that perfect, clingy consistency. Easy peasy. Now, what about the opposite problem? You've followed the time, but the pasta is still a bit too crunchy. All the liquid has vanished, leaving things dry. Again, this is no disaster. The pasta might just have been thirstier than expected, or the heat was a tad too high. The solution is simply to add a bit more liquid, pour in a splash of hot water, or warm stock. Give it a good stir to loosen everything up. Continue to cook with the lid on for another minute or two. Check for perfect al dente. Always use hot liquid so you don't cool down the pan. Another classic issue is pasta sticking together. You lift the lid to find one giant pasta clump. This usually happens because the pan's too small, or you forgot to stir every couple minutes. The key is to stir every 2 minutes. That agitation keeps strands separate and cooks evenly. If they clump, use a spoon or tongs to tease them apart. A little extra stir usually sorts it out. Finally, the dreaded burnt garlic. It happens to the best of us. If only a few bits are burnt, fish them out with a spoon. If the whole lot's burnt, redo that step. Best fix is prevention. Stay by your pan for the crucial 30 seconds after adding garlic. Keep it moving. As soon as you smell that gorgeous fragrance, move on. A little focus at the start ensures a perfect result at the end. So, there you have it, a beautiful steaming pan of creamy, dreamy one-pot pasta, ready and waiting. The kitchen smells amazing, you've only got one pan to wash, and dinner is served in under 15 minutes. How good is that? To serve, take the whole pan straight to the table, family style, or plate it up individually. Use a pair of tongs to twirl the pasta into lovely nests on each plate, then spoon over any remaining delicious sauce from the bottom of the pan. Now for the final flourish. Sprinkle over that extra bit of grated Parmesan cheese you saved. The way it melts slightly onto the hot pasta is just wonderful. Then, scatter over a few more fresh basil leaves for a pop of color and a final burst of fresh aroma. If you're feeling extra fancy, a tiny drizzle of good quality extra virgin olive oil over the top just before serving adds a lovely peppery finish. Serve it up straight away while it's hot, maybe with a simple green salad or a slice of crusty bread to mop up that incredible sauce. The reason this method works so well is pure food science, but it feels like magic. The pasta cooks directly in its own sauce, releasing all its natural starches. This is what creates that incredible creamy texture without having to add loads of cream or cheese. The sweet tomatoes, the aromatic garlic, the fresh basil have been simmering away together, infusing into every single strand of pasta. It's a truly efficient and incredibly delicious way to cook. You save time, you save on washing up, and you get a top-quality meal. It's a win-win-win. Thank you so much for joining me and giving this a go. I really hope you love this recipe as much as I do. It's one of those brilliant little tricks to have up your sleeve for any night of the week. If you enjoyed making this, please do me a massive favor and give this a like and share it with your friends and family. Anyone you know who loves good food but is short on time. And don't forget to subscribe for more simple, delicious recipes just like this one.